So Lynn, first of all, congratulations. We're so glad that you made it home.
Made it home.
Was that first and foremost your instructions or your own instructions to yourself? Or what's
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wanted to come home quicker than I was, but it's more important to come home clean. You know, with a healthy horse, and I had to change my plan a little bit out there and ride more conservatively than I had planned on. I lost a shoe at fence 4. I saw it go flying into the crowd, and that really does affect them in this type of going because it's hard, but it's also slick. So they really feel they can't get their footing around the turns, and everything is off of a turn and against crowds, which also does quite throw him. You know, he's very good at just the open galloping stuff and the attacking stuff, but a lot of this is off turns, and I felt I couldn't ride quite as boldly as I'd planned on. I had to take an extra long route or two at the gate. He hung a knee and had to go around, which was not my plan. Same thing in the Frog Pond stump water as well, had to go around, but it's more important to get the horse home safely and keep ahead on my shoulders. You know, and he tried the whole way around. I'm disappointed that I wasn't able to be quicker, but you know, you can't go out there with the plan that you envision in your head all the time. You kind of have to adapt to how he's feeling and how the going is. Yeah.
How hard is it to go out? Like, it's caused so much trouble, and you've seen a few go around, and of course Lauren didn't get back, Catherine didn't get back. How hard is that to set off like that, and how comforting is to know that you have so much experience, that your horse has so much experience, that he is a great prospect horse, and he will go for you? Well,
I mean, I was watching in the tent earlier, and I had to leave because it kind of some people do better that way, and I usually do, but I saw that it was causing so much trouble, and I had to trust that I know this horse so well. He's so experienced, and our partnership is very experienced together. We know each other so well, so I had to rely on that. Lauren and Hannah's ride I both saw and saw where the issues were, and I know both of them as a pair very well. So, you know, I mean, it's different for my horse. We all have very different partnerships, so, you know, I gained a little bit of info, but then you have to tune that out and just kind of go with what your plan is. I unfortunately had to change that plan a little bit for him, but, you know, ultimately the goal is to get home safe and clear between the finish line, and that's what we did, and I was really proud of him.
Yeah, I mean, what smart riding from you, and what a shame about the shoe. Do you think without the shoe, do you think the badminton effect might not have been, you know, how much of that would you think was losing the shoe, and how much of that do you think is the badminton effect?
I think it's both, honestly. I mean, I went out at the WEG really balls to the wall, and it caught up with us a bit, so I tried to be a little more mature and settled in my head going out. Maybe it was a little too quiet, you know, honestly, in the beginning, but I also have a pretty experienced horse, and I don't need to be that aggressive with him. I'm not blaming this at all on the shoe. I think it just was a contributing factor to not being able to be as quick through a lot of the turns, and a lot of this track is coming off switchback turns, and you really, I even, you know, with my shoes on, I went into the start box and left, and he slipped just going around the turn out of the start box. So I knew from that point I'm going to have to take it a little bit easier than I'd planned on through the turns. And the girls had told me it was slippery, and I did up my studs from what they'd put in, but it still wasn't quite enough.
You learn all the time, don't you? I mean, not just you, but as a sport, you never stop learning.
Absolutely, and that's what today was. You know, I mean, it wasn't coming home. Obviously, I would have liked to have been a little more competitive, but in the end, it's just education for both of us and education for me in the long run. And this has been a huge goal of mine. And you know, I would have been kicking myself trying to take a tighter turn, or if I'd gone direct after he'd hung a knee or something and had a 20 or had a fall. So no, I'm really pleased to have checked that off. Absolutely.
We're really pleased to see you back.
Thank
you. We didn't get to see. I think we saw you one jump.
Yeah, well, we were going a little.
Back and watch replay.
Absolutely, no, he was good. It may take a while to watch it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.